PD Beats here from Popternative here at Aero Mock-Ups Studios, talking to Tiffany Smith about our film In Flight, available November 15th. Thanks so much for your time.
I'm so happy to be here, back on a plane.
I know. I'm sure that a lot of memories have come back to you right now.
We spent a lot of time on a plane for this movie, that is for sure.
I did get confirmation it was this plane. It's just different seats.
Yeah, it was this plane. But the seats on this plane are a little, these are a little bit more luxurious than what we had.
Absolutely. So much fun, so much happening with your character. What's that script to screen journey like? What's that like, kind of seeing what, John and Drew wrote and then seeing it come to life on screen and filming it here?
I mean, what's so cool is that Bo Youngblood, our director, came to me after we finished doing a short together, and she was like, hey, I have this script and I'd really like you to read it. She didn't tell me that it was for the role of Claire. So we met up for coffee and she was like, so it's actually for the lead. She is a total badass. This character is super cool. It felt like something very different than anything I'd gotten to play before. So I was really excited about that, the opportunity to get to do that. And so then once I got the script, I was 100% on board. I was like, yes, please. I want to play this role. And just getting to shoot was so much fun. I mean, I think what was so great about it is that it was such a collaborative effort where, I had questions where I was like, okay, well, if she is this person who's clocking everything, can we add this in here? Can we make sure we do this here? Can we do these little things here and there so people are seeing Claire's personality and all the reasons why she goes on this journey that she goes on. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil. I mean, it's like we're walking on eggshells all the time. Let's be honest. We have a bird's eye view of all the seats here, and Claire at some point trying to figure out how she got on the plane, how she's going to figure it out. You're navigating the plane, walking around and everything. What was it like filming those scenes specifically?
It was fun. The one funny thing was that we just had to remember, because obviously we're on a stage. Yep. The plane is stationary. So there was we shot a little bit and everyone was like, oh, when you're walking, you have to remember that we're on a plane. So occasionally do the little catch yourself kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that was something that we remembered early on, which I'm thankful we did early. But yeah, those things were really fun. It was also just nice because when we got to do the full plane walkthroughs, more of the cast would be on the plane. So it's always fun for me. The more real the set can be, the easier the acting part is.
It's almost like a speed round, right? Like going around pretty much.
I mean, that was a lot of times on projects, you don't get to interact with every single cast member. And on this movie, which was what was so cool, is that I really did get to have, I don't want to spoil anything again, but I did get to have, pretty great scenes with each and every actor on the cast, which was really, really fun. Yeah,
a couple more questions before we wrap up. Again, we are here at Aero Mock-Ups of Tiffany Smith for In Flight, coming out November 15th. Really exciting, too, because, edge of your seat kind of thriller. We want to know what happens. We want to know if Claire gets off the plane, because that was my big question, right?
Does
it's how did she get on the plane? But if she get off is what I want to know.
You'll have to watch it on the 15th to see.
Were you ever conscious of the audience member watching In Flight while you were making it at all, or does that kind of happen after you wrap?
Again, this is hard to answer because I don't want to give spoilers. There's certain moments in this movie that we had conversations and we're very aware of the audience watching, because there's certain things that you want to figure out. Is it revealed to the audience? Do they know this when Claire finds this out? Do they see things that Claire doesn't see that Tiffany has to process? I just talked about myself in the third person, sorry. But things where I, as an actor, had to process and say, okay, I know this, but Claire doesn't know this, but the audience knows it.
Absolutely.
So that was a really fun dynamic to get to play with in this one. I mean, I love thrillers. And so getting to do that with this project was so much fun. I can't wait for everybody to see it, and I can't wait for them to try and piece things together as we were all doing on set. And, Drew and John with the script, it was great because there were just little Easter eggs here and there where you could kind of say, is the audience going to pick this up? Are they going to figure this out before Claire does?
Absolutely. And trailers out, pre-order links available on November 15th. And then also, you have a lot of projects that you're working on all the time and figuring out, wearing many hats and everything. Every time you're on a set, whether it's one time or thousands of times, you're always going to learn something new. So working on In Flight, what were some learning experiences from an acting storyteller perspective that you're going to be able to take for future projects?
Yeah, I think with this one in particular, it was what I talked about, is having that thing going on in your head where when you're doing a thriller or horror or a mystery or something where, there is things revealed to the audience, is always having that play in your mind. Something I loved about this role was that I did get to have so much time before we actually came onto set. So I could work really closely with Bo and talk about things that we wanted to do with her as a character. And that's something that for me, I will do as much as I possibly can. Sometimes when you're on projects, you don't get lead time, so you can only do as much as you can. But as much as I possibly can, I love getting that time ahead of shooting where I can really spend time with this character that I'm going to play and have a really clear idea of who they are before I even step on set, because I think it just makes the project that much clearer and makes the character that much clearer for myself and everybody watching, hopefully.
That was so well said. Tiffany is so good at In-Flight. I can't wait for everyone to see it. Thank you so much for your time. This was awesome. In-Flight's going to be available November 15th. Pre-order is available now. The trailer is out. Until next time, from Aero Mock-Ups, it's Tiffany Smith and PD Beats signing off.
Up, up, and away.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.